This video explores the most common errors that Excel users face with the VLOOKUP function and provides practical solutions to fix them. Here are the errors you may encounter when using the VLOOKUP function in Excel. Let's start with the first error section. This part includes 5 reasons why VLOOKUP may return this error. Let's start with the reason 1. One of the limitations of lookup is that it only allows you to look from left to right. So, the lookup value must be in the first column of the table array. In this example, we use this formula to return a name based on a given job title in F6. Here the lookup value, Sales Manager, is in the second column of the table array, and the return value is to the left of the lookup column. So VLOOKUP returns an error. To fix this error, here I will provide 3 solutions for you. The first solution, rearrange the columns. If your data structure can be adjusted, you can rearrange the lookup column as the first column of table array. The second solution, use the index and match functions together. Here I remove the original formula in G6 and enter a new formula. This formula combines the index and match functions and can be used as an alternative to VLOOKUP to solve this problem. After pressing enter, you can see that the formula returns a correct result instead of the error. The third solution, use the XLOOKUP function instead. You can use this lookup function to fix this error as well. It is important to note that this function is only available in Excel 365, Excel 2021 and later versions. Now we come to the second reason. One of the most common reasons why VLOOKUP returns NA errors is that the value you are looking for is not found when performing an exact match lookup. As shown in this example, we use this formula in F6 and drag it down to F8 to find the names based on the given scores listed in E7, E9. However, as the score 98 does not exist in the first column of the data range, so VLOOKUP returns an error result. To fix this error, you can try one of the following solutions. The first solution, change exact match to approximate match. If you want VLOOKUP searches for the next largest value, that is less than the lookup value, change the last argument false to true, to perform an approximate match lookup. Now VLOOKUP finds the next largest value 95 that is less than 98, and returns the name of the score 95 as the closest result. The second solution helps to get an alert message for the value not found. To avoid changing the last parameter, and to be alerted if the lookup value is not found, you can enclose the VLOOKUP function within the IfError function. When the lookup value is not found, VLOOKUP returns the text as you specified in the formula. Here is the third reason. In this example, we use this VLOOKUP formula in the cell H7 to perform an approximate match lookup. The value you are looking for, the ID number 1001, is smaller than the smallest value 1002 in the lookup column. Therefore, VLOOKUP returns an error. To solve this problem, you can apply the following formula to remind you that the lookup value was not found. Here I remove the original formula in cell H7 and enter this new formula. After pressing enter, VLOOKUP returns the text as you specified in the formula instead of the NA error. Here is the fourth reason for the NA error. In this example, we apply this VLOOKUP formula in the cell H6 to get an email based on a given ID number. However, VLOOKUP returns an NA error. The error result in this example is due to a data type mismatch between the lookup cell, G6, and the lookup column, B6, B12, of the original table. Here the value in G6 is a number, and the values in the range B6, B12, are numbers formatted as text. How to know if a number is formatted as text? Here is a little tip for you. If a number is converted to text, a small green triangle is displayed in the upper left corner of the cell. To fix this error, you need to convert the lookup value back to number. The first solution will show you how to apply the Convert to Number feature Excel to achieve it. Click on the cell you want to convert the text to number, select the button beside the cell and then select Convert to Number. Now, the correct result is returned. The second solution recommends a handy tool to perform batch conversion between text and number. If you have QTools for Excel installed, go to the QTools tab. Select Conversion, Convert between number and text. Then the Convert between text and number dialog box pops up. Select the range of cells containing the text you want to convert to numbers. Go back to the dialog box and select Text to Number option, then click OK to start the conversion. Now, the correct result is returned. The last reason for the NA error is that the table array is not constant when dragging the formula to other cells. In this example, I use this VLOOKUP formula in the cell F7 to get a name based on the given score in E7. After getting the first result, I drag the autofill handle of the formula cell down to cell F8 to get the name of the score 73 listed in E8, but an NA error returned in cell F8. That's because the cell references, B6 to C12, are relative by default, and adjusted as you move down through the rows. The table array has been moved down to B7, C13, which no longer contains the lookup score 73. To fix this error, you need to lock the table array to keep it constant. In the first result cell F7, I select the cell references of the table array in the formula, and press the F key to toggle the cell reference to absolute reference. Press Enter to get the first result, then drag the autofill handle down to F8. Now, the correct result is returned in F8. The NA error part is now complete. Let's move to the value error section. This part includes two reasons why VLOOKUP may return this error. Let's start with the first reason: the lookup value exceeds 255 characters. In this example, the lookup value in cell H4 exceeds 255 characters. So, VLOOKUP returns a value error. To fix this error, you can apply a different lookup function that can handle longer strings. The first solution reckoned using the index and match functions as an alternative to VLOOKUP. Here I remove the original formula from H5 and enter this new formula. Press Enter to get the result. The correct result is now returned. The second solution: use the XLOOKUP function instead. You can use this lookup function to fix this error as well. It is important to note that this function is only available in Excel 365, Excel 2021 and later versions. Here is the second reason for the value error: the column index argument is less than 1. The column index specifies the column number in the table array that contains the value you want to return. So this argument must be a positive number that corresponds to a valid column in the table array. In this example, you can see that the column index is specified as a negative number. So VLOOKUP returns value error. To fix this issue, make sure that the column index is a positive number that corresponds to a valid column in the table array. In this example, I replaced the negative number in the formula with the number 2, indicating that VLOOKUP should return the result from the second column of the table array. Then press Enter to get the corresponding result. Now, the value error section is finished. Let's get to the ref error section. There is only one reason for this error. That is, the column index is greater than the number of the columns. In this example, I apply this formula in cell H7 to get an email based on given ID number in cell G7. As you can see, the table array has only 4 columns. However, the column index you specified in the VLOOKUP formula is 5, which is greater than the number of columns in the table array. As a result, VLOOKUP will not be able to locate the column and will ultimately return a ref error. To fix this error, there are two solutions for you. Solution 1. Manually specify a correct column index. In this example, I manually changed the column index in the formula to the number 4, which represents the 4th column of the table array. Then press Enter to get the corresponding result. Solution 2. Automatically get the column number. Here I remove the original formula and enter this new formula. In this formula, the match function is used to get the column number of the email column in the date range B6 to E6. The match function here will return a result of 4, which represents the 4th column of the table array. Then press Enter to get the corresponding result. Now we come to the last error section: VLOOKUP returns incorrect result. This part includes two reasons why VLOOKUP may return incorrect result. Let's start with the first reason. In this example, I use this formula to get an email based on given ID number listed in G6. The last argument in the formula is set to true for approximate matching. But VLOOKUP returns an incorrect result here. To fix this error, you need to sort the lookup column in ascending order. Select the data cells in the lookup column. Go to the Data tab, click Sort Smallest to Largest in the Sort Filter group. In the Sort Warning dialog box, select the Expand the Selection option, and click Sort. The lookup column is now sorted in ascending order, and VLOOKUP then returns a correct result. The second reason for returning incorrect result is that a column is inserted or removed in the table array. In this example, I apply this formula to get an email based on the given ID number listed in G7. The column index is specified as the number 4 because the email column is in the fourth column of the table array. When you insert a new column into the table array, you can see that VLOOKUP returns an incorrect result. To fix this error, here are two solutions for you. Solution 1. Manually change the column index number to match the position of the result column. In this example, as the email column becomes the fifth column of the table array, here I manually change the column index in the formula to the number 5, which represents the fifth column of the table array. Then press Enter to get the correct result. The second solution helps to automatically get the column index based on the given column header. Here I remove the original formula and enter this new formula. In this formula, the match function is used to get the column number of the email column in the date range B6 to E6. The match function here will return a result of 5, which represents the fifth column of the table array. Then press Enter to get the correct result. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.